We have been eating such amazing food while we're here in Sri Lanka. Every meal seems to be better than the next. And we decided it's probably about time we learned how to cook some of our favorite Sri Lankan meals. So we're here in beautiful Ella. We're thinking we're going to spend the morning climbing Little Adam's Peak, which is a pretty easy climb and it's got some beautiful views. I've actually climbed it once before, the last time I was in Ella, along with going to some of the top waterfalls here, going along the train tracks, going to the beautiful Nine Arches Bridge. But this time we've decided to do something a little different. So we've signed up to a cooking course with Matey Hut, which is a really popular curry restaurant in Ella town, right near, close to the railway station. And I'm going to take you guys along on the journey with me to see how good or bad I am at cooking Sri Lankan food. I also just wanted to say thank you to everyone who has been watching the Sri Lanka video series so far. There's been a lot of videos. Thank you for watching, and if you are enjoying the series, don't forget to like and subscribe. It is our second full day here in beautiful Ella, and this morning we are walking to the top of Little Adam's Peak, just sort of like a smaller version of Adam's Peak, one of the main hikes here in Sri Lanka. This one's super easy, it's only about a 45-minute hike, and you've got gorgeous views of Ella Gap and the surrounding countryside. There's also a zip line located here if you're feeling adventurous, and it's totally surrounded by tea plantations, so it's very beautiful. As you can see, the walk up here is just beautiful. It's really family friendly as well. We've seen a lot of families walking up here. It's not too difficult of a hike. We also just saw 2 helicopters taking off, not 1 but 2. So I have a feeling there might be some scenic helicopter tours. So if you've got a little or a lot of cash to spare, it might be something fun to do here in Ella. But we have made it to the top of Little Adam's Peak, and what a view! Oh. So, tiny bit more to the second peak, and then I think there's a third peak as well. And you can kind of go up and down. So apparently if you're looking for a nice drink with a view after the walk to Little Adam's Peak, go to Cafe 98 Acres. It's a luxury hotel just up there. So apparently we don't actually do the cooking course in Matey Hut restaurant. We're getting in a truck and going somewhere else. Hello. So cute. Oh, sorry.
Morning to you.
Hello.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. This is hilarious. So we've been told we are going to be making 6 different vegetable curries, 1 dal curry, coconut sambal, coconut roti and rice. So many different dishes. We've less than 2 hours to make it all, so we're going to do a group effort and cook and make them together. So let's go. We started off the cooking course with them teaching us about all the different Sri Lankan spices, the most popular ones to use, which ones they use for cooking, and which ones we were going to be using for making this 6 various vegetable curries. Then we learned a little bit about red rice, how to wash it and clean it. It had to be cleaned in water 3 different times before we could start cooking it. And then about dal. Dal is one of my favorite foods, but I never actually knew how to cook it and how to wash and soak the lentils. Our cooking instructor then taught us about coconuts, because we were going to be using the coconuts for a lot of different things. So we had to crack open the coconuts ourselves.
One more, yeah.
perfect.
That noise sound, that's okay.
Oh, it's already open, is it?
No, it's okay here. Another one. Right. There you go. First drop the water. Drain the water like that. Yeah, it's finished.
Okay.
Now you have a one shot here.
One shot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Really?
Now you can open. Yeah, right. Next.
And kind of empty them using this circular grater, which was a lot of fun to use.
Don't take much strain.
With the grated coconut then, there was a few different uses for it, and we kind of had to squeeze it and get all of the water out. So we had kind of a lot of fun learning about that. Some of the coconut was going to be getting used for the roti that we were making, and some of the coconut was going to get used for the sambal. So it had a few different uses. It was pretty much flour and coconut milk. And that's what gives the coconut rotis the coconut taste. And so we sort of mixed all the batter together and then rolled them into balls, and then a bit later we're going to cook them. The main ingredients, besides spices, would be vegetables. So we had loads of different vegetables that we needed to prepare and cut up. So we had chilies, we had aubergines, we had pumpkin, we had pineapple, we had onions and carrots. So next we set to work chopping up all the vegetables as our cooking instructor told us to. That took a while before we kind of went over to our cooking stations and started cooking the curries.
And every 2 minutes you have to stir this one, and 4 minutes time this will be ready, right?
Okay, so after making the rice and the desserts and the dal, it's now time to start making the curries. So we started with the aubergine, and then we did the garlic and the onion, and now we are doing the peppers. So one vegetable at a time, cut it up and get it ready to make a traditional Sri Lankan curry. When it came to cooking the curries, there was about 3 main ingredients that went into almost every single curry that we were cooking. Onion, chilies and garlic, and curry leaves. Those were just going into everything. So we had a huge tray of these, and our cooking instructor would say, okay, another handful into the pumpkin curry, another handful into the pineapple curry. So it was quite fun just to understand and learn that almost all Sri Lankan traditional home cooking dishes use a lot of onion, a lot of garlic and a lot of chili.
Anek, jangan. Ulang leh. Can you know?
Now you can put the pumpkin into the first one.
No separate spoons you can use. Not one
Alright,
spoon
okay.
use.
All of that pumpkin.
So I'm a spice master, I'm a cooker at the same time.
Yeah. Half spoon of turmeric into our pumpkin curry and into our pineapple curry. More curry powder.
Roasted curry powder 1 spoon for the pineapple, and pineapple 3/4 cup.
More?
I'll be spice-man and then
In here?
and I'll take over.
Right. Because pumpkin quickly gets, sorry, pineapple quickly cooked. That's what it is. Good, very nice. Even more for the
Once we had prepared almost all of the other dishes, it was time to start preparing the dal. And it was super fun for me to learn how to properly make dal, as it's something I would really love to be able to make when I get back home. We are just finishing up the dal right now. We're using the dal spoon and we're cooking with the oil, the onions, chili, and then I think we're going to be pouring that dal into this one, I think. I'm not sure. Oh, the plantain.
Banana, cucumber, plantain.
right.
Our dough looks way
It is
better.
ready
Hey,
now.
be quiet.
It does.
It was also fun to make the sambal and to learn how they kind of crush it all up. It's a lot of work. I can't believe people do this at home. And so many different ingredients go into it, and it takes a lot of energy and a lot of effort to crush it all up and make it into a sauce. So well done to the Sri Lankans for using this so often and giving this to us in restaurants. It's so delicious.
Yeah, you can keep your board here. Doesn't matter. All the boards keep here. Right. Okay, doesn't matter the oil.
So the final thing we're doing is roasting our rotis, and we've all been given a raw papadum to drop in super hot oil and cook. And then I think we're finally done.
Right. Press it. Oh, be careful. That is what. You have to press, otherwise it is get tight. Finish. Take out. Drain and drain. Sorry?
We finally finished cooking everything. We've got 6 vegetable curries, 1 dal curry, papadums, roti, rice, a lot of different stuff. Oh, guys, look at all this.
Happy with it?
Very happy. I can't believe we cooked all this. Unreal. Well, freshly cooked papadum for appetizer. Oh my god, so good. Pure oil.
Now,
Icing sugar.
Oh, it's the dessert.
this is
Icing sugar.
this is not in the recipe, but I am giving because of I want to give you all something special.
Yang mau buat juga.
It's a bit of some of ours have a bunch.
Besok dia.
I'm not even going home to a kitchen. I'm not even cooking.
What's that one? Oh, the pumpkin.
Between the sand and then.
As you can probably see, we absolutely adored our cooking class in Ella. It was so fun to kind of figure out how to make some of my favorite Sri Lankan dishes. The dal, the pineapple curry and the pumpkin curry were probably my favorite. So it would be really amazing to go home to Ireland sometime and be able to make those for my friends and family.